Hey everyone, it's Jen Wong, and I thought I'd share a quick walkthrough of my completed Thankful 30 mini album. I used the Everyday Explorers Mini Book Makers Club Kit. This one is number 38, and it's called Today's Gratitude. I really love these kits because they include everything you need to complete one of these mini books relatively quickly. You've got some stickers and papers, and I'll show you what I have left over after we do the walkthrough. The prompts that I'm using for this project are from Elise by Design, which I'll have the link down below. I think that the original idea was to take one photo per day in the month of November using the prompt, but I didn't exactly follow that, as you'll see. Almost all of the photos are from the month of November, but a few of them aren't, and I also didn't work on this album every day. I mostly took notes, and I completed it at the end of November and into December. If you've watched any of my previous walkthroughs on these mini books, just like before, I took apart the book ahead of time so that I could feed the pages directly into my printer and print on them. When I was done with the book, I just punched holes into the middle, and then I stitched a pamphlet stitch to bind the book back together. Since this book comes with a predetermined amount of pages, I couldn't fit all 30 prompts using half a page per day, so you'll see that I squeezed a few of them in per page. All right, so let's get started. For my cover, I kept it pretty simple. I just stamped the thankful from a Gratitude Everyday Explorer set, and then this 30 is from this Mini Explorers alphabet set by Everyday Explorers. The first two prompts are about yourself, so I've got something about my personality and something about me physically. And then for every single one of the prompts, I've stamped the number using this Mini Calendar Days by Everyday Explorers also. The third prompt is about being grateful for my significant other. This photo was not taken in November, but it's one of my favorite photos. And then for the next two prompts, 4 and 5, I've got gratitude for my child and gratitude for my pet. These two photos I printed with a wider border so that they looked like they were Instax photos, but I didn't use Instax because I wanted to keep the book relatively flat. For prompt 6, I've got the city that I call home. For prompt 7, it's an item that makes my home a home, which, if you know anything about me, I'm currently into houseplants, so I've got a selection of some plants there. Number 8 was gratitude for an appliance, which of course had to be my Instant Pot, which gets used quite a lot in this house. And number 9 is mode of transportation. Like I said here, I would never consider myself a car person, but I am definitely grateful for my car, for the amount of road trips that we've taken in it. Number 10 was for a TV show or movie, and I don't really watch a lot of movies or TV shows, but I have recently been into watching some YouTubers for plant content and photography. Number 11 was for music, so I've got one of my bands that I like to listen to while I'm running here. A picture, this was just from the internet. Number 12 is about a sport or hobby, so of course I have swimming. Number 13 is about my drink, which of course is coffee. For prompt number 14, I documented a delicious meal, which was a rare meal out with my daughter. And then for prompt 15 was an even more delicious dessert. In November, we had taken a trip to Capitol Reef National Park, so I wanted to document eating some of the pies on that trip. Prompt 16 was about something I made, so I've got a photo of something I made in my ceramics class, and prompt 17 was about a color. So I've got some stamps here, and then I have a color of a dress that I was wearing, which is my color of choice these days. For prompt 18, I'm using one of the pattern papers from the kit, and this prompt was for a luxury. I decided to use the same alphabet stamp and stamp unlimited PTO, something I'm definitely grateful for. And then this is a washi sticker from Everyday Explorers. It comes in this cool like stamp pattern, so I just cut one of those out and glued it on. For prompt number 19, I'm documenting a piece of equipment that I'm grateful for, which of course in November was my camera. For number 20, this is something that has made my life easier, which I put as the Notes app on my phone because I'm able to write down some quick journaling while we're away and there is no cell reception. Number 21 was something that has stood the test of time. So even though I already documented my husband, I just loved this picture, so I decided to put him in again and talk about our relationship. Prompt 22 was about being thankful for cool weather apparel. So I've got a silly selfie of me bundled up while I was taking pictures. Prompt 23 is about a bright, sunshiny day. So this was a story where I was out trying to take pictures of the sunrise. I had my camera on a tripod and it accidentally fell over and I was devastated. I thought maybe my camera had broke, I cracked my lens, all the things. And I went to my car and I tried to turn on my camera and I took this picture and I looked at it through the viewfinder and I saw that it had taken the picture. It was, it's into the sun, but I was so grateful that my camera didn't break and that everything was okay. Prompt 24 is about a gray day. So on one of the days into Utah, we had experienced some rain and snow. And so that's a picture of that. Prompt 25 is about something in nature that I am grateful for. So along this trip, we had an opportunity to go to the Petrified Forest State Park, and we were able to see some really beautiful petrified wood. So that's a picture of that and some journaling there. Prompt 26 is about a trip. So we were very grateful to take this trip. So I've got this big picture. I love doing large photos like this in my mini book of my daughter and I when we had arrived to one of the parks. Prompt 27 is a laugh out loud moment. So at one of the visitor centers, there was this silly selfie board, which all of us posed in front of. And I just think this photo of my daughter trying to be angry is really funny. Prompt 28 is a smell, a sight, a sound, or touch. So I've just got a small picture of my daughter working on one of the crafts for Christmas because this was a time where we were getting ready for that. And then 29 is about a surprise. So again, I'm going a little bit back in time, like a week ago, but this is a photo from that trip where the electricity had gone out. So I've got a photo of us in our cabin with just our camping lights on and a story about that. The last prompt is for a tradition. So how could I not include Thanksgiving? I've got a picture of my Thanksgiving plate, which I always take every year. I used one of the pattern papers from the kit. This is from an older stamp. I don't remember the name of it, but it's obviously food themed. And then I've got some journaling about Thanksgiving. So that's a look at my completed album. I really love how it turned out, and I'm sure I'm going to enjoy looking back through this. Just to show you what I have left from the kit, I've got, let's see, maybe one pattern paper left, it looks like. I used up a lot of stickers. Oh, sorry, I have 2 pattern papers left. And I've got a little bit of these stickers left. Most of these stickers, about half of these. And that's it. So these will go back in my stash to use on a different project. And thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you in the next one.